Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Pardon me for the 1 minute delay, but I wanted to come back on tonight and have a quick discussion. And the discussion we want to talk about is, we want to talk about, we got it. We got to talk about it. And the thing that we got to talk about tonight is, the lies just keep on coming. But I'm going to tell you what it is. The lies just keep on coming. But we have receipts to prove the true motives. We got receipts to prove the true motive. And I just wanted to just come on here tonight and briefly explain this because I recently received the letter, a copy of the letter that Albert Fitzgerald Turner sent out to all the other commissioners yesterday. Now, y'all know yesterday that was a letter that Albert sent out to all the department heads. But this is a letter that Albert sent out to the commissioners. And what I discussed yesterday, and we're going to go back in it and talk and stay in accordance with what Alabama law said. Albert doesn't have the authority to act unilaterally like he's doing. So everything that he did is not only unauthorized, but it's illegal, right? So that's what I talked about a little bit earlier today when I was talking to a message to Miss Valerie Lockett, that Albert is trying to, do what he do with his continued tricks. But I wanted to show you guys this letter. But I'm also show you guys where all of this came from in reference to the hostile work environment. And y'all can see that this was a setup all the way back in April because Albert knew the termination was coming, right? And when I show you guys something and you guys see it, you guys going to clearly see that Albert is, the evidence will prove that the commissioner, Albert Fitzgerald Turner, is in many ways showing that he has been complicit in this narrative about a hostile work environment. Just being honest with you. One, let's get to the letter. And like I said, once I get information, I like to try to get the information to the community so the community can see it. Now, here you go. I said below is a copy of a letter that Commissioner Albert Fitzgerald Turner illegally sent to the other commissioners on May 27th, which was yesterday, talking about his misleading claims that a terminated employee is on, I said terminal leave, but I meant administrative leave. And I'm going to correct that right now. Edit post. I was in haste and I wanted to make sure I get everything right. Hey, look, in the military, we have, when you're on leave for like retirement or getting out, it's called administrative leave, right? So, there we go. It's called terminal leave, right? So I just wanted to say that that's why I typed that in there. But let's go on with that. His misleading claim that a terminated employee is on administrative leave and his unauthorized offer to an interim county administrator. Right. Alabama Code 11-3-11 says a county commission is the legal governing body of the county. A single commissioner or chairman cannot run the county by himself, spend county money by himself, control county property by himself, or make official county decisions by himself unless the full commission has lawfully authorized it. And it's not lawfully authorized. So again, I provided that same link that I provided yesterday that people can go and talk about the powers and duty generally of the county commission. Right. The other thing I want people to see is this. Let's get to this letter. Right. Let's get to this letter. Let me see. Let me blow it up. All right. So you see he used the Perry County letterhead. Let me see if I can do the big screen. Let me go out. He used the Perry County letterhead like it's coming from the commission and it's coming from him. And look, he's saying he's sending it to Commissioner Lewis, Commissioner Howes, Commissioner Long, and Commissioner Harrison, Reed County Administrator. And let's get to this foolishness. Dear members, I have been confronted with a personal matter that calls for immediate action. Ms. Gordon has requested a personal leave of absence due to a hostile work environment. This is the second employee who served in a position of county administrator who has made such a claim. Now, that's Albert talking, right? Now, my question is, and I just want y'all to ask this, right? How many people have left working for Perry County because of Albert term? Right? But this is all, and you guys will see, it's May the 28th right now. You guys will see Albert has been scheming this up for the last few months because he knew the termination was coming. Right? And now watch this. Watch this. All right. I have granted Ms. Gordon her leave of absence effective today, May 27th. That is impossible because she was terminated on May the 20th. I have also named Ms. Valerie Lockett as interim county administrator. He does not have the authority to do that. Ms. Lockett is the only remaining employee within the commission office who holds the certification of county administrator. Now, the question is this. I'm going to ask y'all a question. She has 16 years of experience in the office, right? Now, my question is this. If she is certified as a county administrator, why did we go out and hire an interim county administrator when she's been here with 16 years? Y'all see what I'm saying? Because Albert wanted to hire Beverly Gordon, but now he's throwing all of this stuff out there. And here we go. Nobody sees this handbook. Which handbook are you referencing? He said she has 16 years of experience in the office. She holds the experience and temperament to serve. Right? According to the handbook, she will serve in this position for 2 weeks at her regular pay. Therefore, her pay will increase at the equivalent of $80,000 per year. Again, like I said earlier today, right? Albert does not have the authority. He does not have the authority to hire. There has to be that the commission is a governing body. So I just want people to understand he can't do that by himself. So all he's talking is just booty chatter. That's what I call booty chatter. Now, he said, Ms. Lockett has been informed of my decision, not the commission decision. That is very key because he just screwed himself in this goddamn letter. And I have forwarded this letter as well as the letter from Ms. Gordon to Attorney Chestnut. Why didn't you send a letter to the commission from Ms. Gordon? Why is she working directly with you? Fool, you own the commission. You see what I'm saying? You are part of the commission. You are part of the hostile work environment. Albert, I want people to really understand this. Fool, you the only one work there all day. You do know county commissioners is a part-time position. The county administrator is a full-time position. Albert, you don't have a leg to stand on in this frivolous attempt to try to set up a lawsuit against Perry County. I'm telling you, everybody in Perry County, we need to file charges on Albert because he is showing that he is 100% complicit. Look at his action. He's talking about a hostile work environment. The commissioners haven't even got the letter from what Albert's saying Ms. Gordon has, and he's sending it to the county attorney. Right, look at this. Attorney Chestnut and I have communicated about the letter received from Ms. Gordon, and we feel that this action taken, the name Ms. Lockett, is the best interest of the county. Now, should any of you have questions or concern, do not hesitate to contact me. At the meeting on Tuesday night, Prince Chestnut law firm, the lawyer that was there, he clearly read directly what Prince Chestnut said in reference to this. He said that she's terminated. Vice Chairman Lewis has already talked to Prince Chestnut. This is Albert doing that booty chatter. He said Ms. Lockett has been informed of my decision, not the decision of the commission. Alabama law, let's go back to it. Alabama law 11-3-11 says a county commission is the legal governing body of the county. A single commissioner or chairman cannot run the county by himself, spend county money by himself, control county property by himself, or make official county decisions by himself unless the full commission has lawfully authorized it. That's the complaint right there. Perry County Commissioner Albert Fitzgerald Turner completely violated Alabama Code 11-3-11 by him acting on his own accord without the authorization of the full commission and his dealings with the terminated county administrator and offering a job to interim county administrator. That's the complaint right there. That's showing that he is abusing his position. Do y'all understand that? He broke an Alabama law. That's why we talk about filing complaints. But I want to show y'all this because when y'all see this, you guys are going to be like, okay. Now, boy, this thing good. This right here, it is as good as it's get. I want y'all to see what Albert Fitzgerald Turner, back in March 19th, attempted to say was a hostile work environment. That at the time, the interim county employee, Miss Beverly Gordon, came to him and said that she had a headache because of, and was stressed out, allegedly, because of this request from Commissioner Brent Harrison. And when y'all see this, y'all gonna say, God dog, ain't no way. Ain't no way Albert doing this. And I'm gonna show y'all Albert responds. And he literally responded 2 hours later. But here go a copy of the email. See, from Brent Harrison on Thursday, March the 19th, 2023 at 6:22 a.m. He sent it to Beverly Gordon. He CC'd Prince Chestnut, and it was sent to Commissioner Lewis, Barbara Howes, Tony Long, and Albert Turner. That's a deck of 12 at Hotmail. Contract. Miss Gordon, please present contract for your employment or approval by commission's body for higher approval. Regards, Brent Harrison. I'm going to read that again just so y'all can see it. Miss Gordon, please present contract for your employment or approval by commissioning body for higher approval. Now, Ms. Gordon, as the interim county administrator, has already was told in December that she worked for the behest of the Perry County Commission, not just the chairman. Commissioner Harrison said, hey, Ms. Gordon, please present your contract for your employment or approval by the commissioning body for higher approval. That's what he asked her at 6:22 in the morning. I'm finished. When y'all about to see this, when y'all about to see what Albert response is, y'all will clearly see what a hostile work environment narrative started. And Albert, this video and these emails will clearly prove that you are complicit. Because ain't no way an HE double hockey stick that an email asking for to present your contract for your employment or approval by the commissioning body for hire will stress you out and create a hostile work environment. But let's listen to what this fool replied back to. Albert, I want y'all to, yep, hold on. Y'all see that? Albert Turner, March 19th, the same one at 8:35, literally 2 hours later. He sent it to Brent and Beverly Gordon and CC Prince Chestnut, all the other commissioners. And listen to his tone, what this fool said. I'm going to say this one time. The harassment is not going to continue toward any employee. Mr. Harrison, this is perhaps your fourth administrator you are attempting to push out. The commission had a long talk at our last meeting on the direction that we are following. You have asked for your evaluation sheet. You have been a commissioner for 24 years, and you should know what the responsibility of the administrator is. I submit that your evaluation will be biased and will express your desire to terminate. When you had the opportunity to hire Ms. Wade, you informed me and her that you would not vote for her. That led me to find Ms. Gordon. Albert found Ms. Gordon. Admitted. He admitted it right there. Now watch this. All 5 will evaluate her, and by April the 15th, y'all see that, right? He said April the 15th here. But remember, he changed it to May 15th because the commission meeting was May 14th. I think May 12th. See, Albert is just incriminating himself because see, Albert was trying to wait till she get her 6 months. So he thought he can hire her as a full-time employee. But he found out at the commission meeting from the attorney that no, she's a temporary employee until she receives her notification, a letter that's saying that she's being kept or not. And the commissioners had until that night of the meeting on the 12th of May to write their evaluations. And they wrote it and they said, do not retain, will not retain. That was the 3-2. I just want y'all to see that. Let's get back to this email. All 5 will evaluate her by April the 15th. We all will respectfully schedule a time with her using the approved form that is used for each individual. That is not in the handbook to schedule a time with her. That is just Albert shenanigans. Your evaluation will reflect your vote. They gave their evaluation on the 12th, and Albert tried to throw it out. Y'all see that he did not want to accept it. After each commissioner has submitted their evaluation sheet, the final determination will be made. It was 3-2, fool. There is no need for you or any other member of the board to harass Ms. Gordon at this time about anything. If you need information to conduct your district business, please contact her. Otherwise, refrain from creating a hostile environment. Thank you to each. What the heck is a hostile environment for asking the county interim county administrator to provide her contract for her employment or approval by commissioning body for hire? How is that harassment, Albert? This is just shows that you were trying to set this up because you knew she was going to get fired. And you were trying to set the county up, allegedly trying to set the county up for a lawsuit, fool. And then you come back, you granted, I granted the Mrs. Gordon a leave of absence. She is not an employee. On the 27th, that was 7 days after she was terminated, fool. God, dog. Right, I'm just telling you. Right, look, I want y'all to see this. Perry County hires new interim administrator. I'm about to go back to what Albert posted. We're going to go to his page, receipts. And Pam, you are correct. Her termination was live. And he got the rebuttal from Prince Chestnut about her being terminated. I'm just telling y'all, when y'all see this, Albert is going to be complicit. And if I'm Perry County, I will countersue him for setting up the county for a lawsuit, being complicit in it. I will countersue him because you can clearly see that there wasn't no harassment. And then you going to say, what, Albert? I wish I'ma only say this once. Who the heck are you, little fool? I'ma only say this once. That's a hostile work environment. You threatening like you threatening, And Brent just said, provide me your contract. Miss Gordon came to me, but none of the other commissioners. She worked for the commissioner. If you have any concern with your district, Albert, shut your rabbit face up. This is the same person who's been in office for the last 26 years. Now he's been exposed for who he is, and these same people that support him, y'all can support him as long as you've been, right? I've been on for 22 minutes now, right? But Amy Abbott is, let me go this, Perry County Commissioner. Let me do a keyword search. I just want y'all to see that. Abbott is complicit. That email. And guess what? I'm posting them, so everybody can see. Right? This is why it's so important to be aware, to be engaged, to be at those meetings and record, because now you got proof. If we didn't have these videos and all this stuff, guess what? Albert can weasel his way out of it. Amelia, that's the thing. He can't. He's just trying to set it up to where she can file a lawsuit for a hostile work environment that didn't exist. And watch this, Albert, you the only county commissioner that's up there full time. How can part-time county commissioners who come to meetings and do other things throughout the month create a hostile work environment for asking an employee for a copy of their contract, the county administrator? Explain that to me. Now, new county administrator. Crazy work. Here you go. On December, I'm going to see what on this. That's December the 19th of December, 2024. Right? Perry County hires new interim administrator. Now, watch this. This is good right here. Now, y'all remember about a month and a half ago, Albert stormed out. He got pissed off because they were talking about this whole county administrator thing, and he didn't want to talk about it. So he illegally adjourned the meeting. He stormed out. The other commissioner stayed. All four of them stayed. Prince Chestnut was there, and they established a quorum, and they voted to dissolve all of these committees. Albert had talked about it, that there ain't never was no committee, ain't none of that. Now, in November, when he got voted back in November 2024, Albert then, with the support of Barbara Howes and Carlton Lewis at the time, they established these committees. And one of those committees was Albert Turner and Barbara Howes. They were on who go on the agenda. And this was a power grab. Now, Albert said the personnel committee, and I want y'all to read this so y'all can see it wasn't the full commission that did it. Now, because the commission voted on it, it made it authorized. But that's why they dissolved it. Chairman Albert Turner and the personnel committee offered the job to the current interim administrator, Ms. Renita Wade, at a salary of $84,000 per year. And upon completion of the two remaining certification courses, the salary would go to $88,000. Ms. Wade rejected the offer as she plans to run for the mayor office of Selma in the fall of 2025. No, Albert, tell the truth. She did not want to work with you, fool. That's what it was. Chairman Turner thanked Ms. Wade for her service to the Perry County Commission and wished her well in her pursuit to become Selma's first female mayor. Ms. Wade will return to her previous position as an accountant until she departs. I wonder if Ms. Wade is still an employee. Chairman Turner wasted no time in finding a replacement to serve as interim administrator for Perry County. The chairman selected Ms. Beverly Gordon as the next interim administrator. right? He said that she had a Juris Doctorate in law from Gonzaga University. Okay, did she pass the bar? If she didn't pass the bar, she's just like Albert, right? He said she worked for 20 years as a legal compliance officer for Green Track in Utah. Now watch this. He said he also appointed Valerie Lockett as the interim deputy administrator. Y'all see all of this, right? Now, I want y'all to see this. I'm going to go and I'm finna search this. Because y'all about to see some stuff. I'm going to search Beverly Gordon. Because there's some long ties. You remember when Albert said, I want y'all to see this. Albert said about Green Track, right? He said about Green Track. Now watch this. This is very interesting. On August, the 11th of August in 2020, he talking about Obama Day activities are canceled. Now let's scroll down. It has been agreed by the Obama committee that this year's events are canceled because of COVID-19. Chairwoman Beverly Gordon made the announcement today on August the 10th, 2020. Commissioner Albert Turner, the founder and sponsor of Obama Holiday, said the fact that large gatherings are prohibited, performers are not traveling, and the numbers are not heading in the right directions are the factors of the cancellation. Did y'all know she was the chairwoman of the Obama Day committee, Obama committee? So when Albert said that he went and found her and he selected her, there was already a connection. And he tried to paint that like Miss Wade just turned it down because she wanted to run for office in Selma. Why would you turn that down? You could have did that and still did your job. She wasn't running for office in Perry County, so that wouldn't affect her position. She didn't want to work with Albert. There was always a connection. She was the chairperson of the Obama committee. Albert went there and hired her. And now he's fighting like tooth and nails for her to keep her job that she's already terminated with. But now it's probably showing a motive on why Albert is trying to create an environment that it's a hostile work environment. Just think about that. And Albert, that came from your page, my boy. That's on your page. You put that out, fool. So if anybody wants to tell me, he always in fun business. Albert put this out. Do y'all realize the current chairman of the Perry County Commission is allegedly, it looking like he's allegedly trying to set the county up for a lawsuit for an employee that was already terminated that he picked. Come on now. And I will say this too. And I'm going to say this. For Miss Beverly Gordon to have a law degree from Gonzaga and for you to read in a courtroom from a judge to say that you worked for the Perry County Commission and not just for the chairman of the Perry County Commission, and then you go right back and you do illegal things, alleged illegal things like turning off the trying to stop the advertisement that they have to do by law to change the vote location in the newspaper that was already running. That it took Judge Hogue and it took Vice Chairman Carlton Lewis because he was the vice chairman. Now they agreed because they was almost late for deadline for printing. Why would you do that when you got a law degree? Why would you do anything Albert do? That's crazy work. And that shows that you knew better. I'm just telling you. So Albert, you can spin it however you want to spin it, my boy. You can come however you want to come. You can come with it from whatever angle you want to come with it, right? What you got to deal with is when them folks look at back on that March 19th email that you sent from Brent just requesting a copy of her contract, and you saying that I'm going to say this one time. What I'm going to say one time, Albert, to you? Oh, you done messed up, my boy. You done messed up bad, Albert. Like real bad. Now, this is to the other commissioners. Albert is going to try every trick in the playbook. One of the main things he's going to do is he's going to try to argue that the motion to remove him as chairman wasn't properly second and voted on. Don't fall for that BS. I would tell Albert, we ain't listening when he try to go on that word salad. Albert, we ain't listening to none of that. This getting added. Don't let him try to do them goddamn filibusters to get y'all off track. That's what he do. He talk for 15. Tell him, hey, chairman, hey, listen, I got the gavel. I will acknowledge it. And this is this. And everything that every commissioners, send everything in a goddamn email and print that email off. Send it in the email and print that email off. Because it's coming from you all. It's coming from y'all email of what y'all want on the agenda. You already got video evidence of Albert telling Miss Valerie Lockett to put it on the agenda. But send an email requesting everything y'all want on the agenda. If Albert don't put it on there, that is not the agenda. Don't fall for that goddamn janky excuse of this is a substitute agenda. No, it's not. Because the Perry County Commission, the Perry County Handbook states that any commissioner can put anything on the agenda. So because you didn't want to put it on there does not make it a substitute agenda. Send that in the email. Don't talk to Albert. Don't trust him on anything. And not only that, with that chairmanship, that goddamn truck coming from him too. And y'all need to take that truck to the shop. And if Albert didn't take that truck to the shop for that dent that he got on the side, y'all need to get an estimate and make him pay for it, because why did he go and do that himself? And what y'all need to stop doing is stop signing claims unless y'all see exactly who it go to. Don't just sit there and stop signing. Tony Long, stop signing them. We know who gonna sign it. Do not sign none of it until they show you guys who that money going to, because we want to know that too. I got to pull out my handkerchief. But commissioners, we watching you guys. We applaud y'all. Y'all been doing good, but god dog it, y'all need to put some goddamn grown men and women draws on and tell Albert to shut up, and this is what we gonna do as a governing body. Because you don't run this, fool. The only thing you did was organize the agenda. Throw out number one any day of the week. Right? And I just want you guys to know that. Understand that, know that, and understand that Albert, it don't look good, my boy. That email that you sent on March the 19th. Ooh-wee. And Albert, don't forget, my boy, I still got some open records requests out there that you ain't complied to, that you are out of compliance with the Alabama Open Records Act. And boy, I ain't gonna let up on that. Albert, I know you know how much trouble you in. But everything you doing, my boy, you adding to it. And guess what they doing at the state? They laughing. All them people that claim to be your ally. Somebody made a post, well, I know Big Al may be crooked, but at least he getting what you getting. And Albert, I want to ask you that question. I got to ask you this. How'd it worked out this year when you couldn't get no money through Emerson Company from Senator Bobby Singleton, or through Perry County Civic League close to election? How did that work out for you? Huh? How did it work out? Didn't seem to work out too good, my boy. It didn't seem to work out too good. See, instead of always exploiting laws, Albert, I'm just telling you right now, man, you have exploited yourself and you have embarrassed yourself to the fullest. But Albert, this is just the beginning, because you got too much pride and ego just to say, you know what? Let me just go ahead on. Let me go ahead on and concede this election. And let me go ahead on and ride my time out and get my affairs in order and just stay quiet as a church mouse. Because the more you go, the more it gonna show, and it ain't looking good. And community, we ain't stopping with them complaints. Listen, Albert clearly broke the law with that letter to the commissioners. You're right, Regina. No accounts payable. We gonna listen. And I want y'all to know, we ain't just sitting back and be like, oh, we ain't waiting for months on that. We gonna see who we paying money to. And speaking of that money, everybody can see the walls are crumbling down on Big Al, right? But for all of you guys, y'all that got county contracts, that is allegedly been paying Albert a little something off the top, the best thing for y'all to do right now, is come forward. Come forward so that you can be a key witness for the Attorney General's office. Because when they come and they open up them books, you gonna be complicit. You need to come forward right now. And y'all know it's been widely talked about that there's a few county contracts that give Albert a little something, reportedly, allegedly, give Albert a little something off the top every month. Some pretty large ones. County-wide contracts. And if you think Albert gonna help you, boy, you a fool. Do y'all know what Albert did to Mr. Patrick Essex? Albert asked this man to go into a law enforcement system to get information on Dexter during the election to try to defame and make Dexter look bad. The Mayor Hinton from Marion. They went in there, got the information, gave it to Albert. You know what Albert did? Albert turned around. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let me go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna ask Albert Turner. Thank you, Albert Turner. Alabama Attorney General witness against Essex. See what's gonna pop up. Nope. Nope, I got it. I'll find it. But Albert was a key, turned around a key witness. Let me see this. Right? I'm just telling y'all. That's what he do. And I'm not trying to be funny, man. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to find I'd find that if I got the article, I got to just look it back up. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to do no scare tactic or anything. What I am saying is, if you have gotten involved with Albert Turner in any way that is not legal, and he came to you with a county contract and he offers to make a deal with you, the best thing for you to do right now is come forward. If Albert Turner came to you and gave you a proposition that he can secure you a loan through the Tom Bigby Regional Authority, the best thing for you, but you had to allegedly had to give him something off the top, the best thing for you to do is come forward. You can hit me in my DMs. I ain't saying nothing. I will give you the people to contact so that you can make a report. Listen, if he did that, he took from you. Because if it was something dealing with the Tom Bigby, I'm letting y'all know Albert was not nowhere in the chain for approval. And it's been reported that Albert came and took thousands of dollars for people that got those for the small business loan that he put on his page as if he was really working for the small business owners. So I just want people to understand that. I wanted to share that. I wanted to come on tonight to discuss that. I've been on 42 minutes right now. If I've misspoken, please provide me with credible proof, and I will gladly come back on as loud as I've been to spread awareness, to educate, to elevate, and to show proof. What I don't like is the continued efforts of lying and then the misinformation. There's some people that still will take, listen, this is a public service announcement to the community. And I'm not just saying this, based off of the extensive research that I've done over the last 212 days. I would not believe anything that Albert Turner put out on his page as factual. It's going to be spun in one way or another. If you go back, if you look at Albert posts, outside of him posting a news article about somebody else, the famous somebody else, Albert never provide receipts or the law or anything that support what he says. Albert said that he was going to a dinner that was going to be held in his honor with the National Associations of Counties luncheon that was going to happen in February in Washington, D.C. Let me tell you how I know that was a lie. You ain't see one picture from Albert being honored. And y'all know for a fact, if Albert being honored, it's going to be all over social media. Albert going to come back and call the news station and talk about it. But no picture. You know why? Because they never honor him. They end up honoring Tracy. I'm glad you came on. Are you going to do for the rest of the commissioners? Because you made a comment talking about keeping the same energy. You got the same time and opportunity to do it yourself. You see what I'm saying? And then try to insinuate that it's a black and white thing when I've been consistent about accountability across the board. So my question to you is, are you going to do it? What research have you done to put out there? What time have you invested to do it? You see what I'm saying? That's my question to you. Because, see, don't try to come and try to insinuate stuff that don't exist. I've been consistent from day one about accountability. If you paid attention on my page, I gave you the strategy of what we did, what was used to get to where we at right now. This is just the beginning. Accountability don't discriminate. Accountability don't care about color. But since you want to make things about color, what I would say is, who has been the one that's been the most responsible for the dysfunction? Tracy, listen, I'm going to say this, and I don't want you to embarrass yourself. I did say accountability across the board. Did you miss that I talk about both mayors in the city? Did you miss that I just posted about the school board? Did you miss that I talk about Greensboro? Did you miss that I talk about people at the state level? Did you just miss that? Because it seems like you're willfully doing that because you're trying to support and shape your argument as if your narrative is what it is, and it has not been that way. Did you not hear that on the 18th, there was 150 complaints that was filed on politicians throughout Perry County, Hale County, Marengo, Dallas? Hey, you said Brent Harrison and Tony Long They the only 2 white commissioners. Tracy, you want me to post? Okay, hold up. See? See? Listen. Listen, my thing is this, right? I'm all about transparency. Right? I'm all about transparency. But what I don't appreciate is, I don't appreciate when you're confronted with what you posted, then the narrative change. Then the narrative change. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yep. Give me a second. I ain't gonna hold you guys too much longer. Not gonna hold you guys too much longer. Because I saw the post. Right? And that's all I'm saying. There was a post that was talking about keep the same energy for the other commissioners. And it was mentioning of Brent Harrison and Tony Long. Right? And I'm just being honest about it. And just my thing is this, right? Consistency has already been there. And you said, what about the rest of, have you not, it is apparent that you have not been paying attention. You focus in on Albert Turner. Do I talk about him? Yes, I do talk about him. But I've talked about the entire county. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I'm telling you right now, I talked about the entire county. And it's been evident. Allegedly, it just seems as if you only want to focus as if I'm only talking on one thing. But even if I did, this is my page and I can do what I want. You have time to focus on other people too. I show people how I go get information. And this has to be a consistent and a collective effort. Guess what? I get a lot of information from the community. Credible information. Don't try to flip this about I'm the only one with race on my mind. Please don't try to do that. Please don't try to do that because, see, I'm going to just leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone because that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about tonight. What I would say is this. Albert know he's in trouble. Albert, it looks like he's allegedly trying to, oh yeah, I get it, Sonya. Allegedly trying to set the county up. And I would tell you this. One of the things that people don't realize is now when you start to see the information for yourself, you start to see the information for yourself, what you'll realize is this, right? Either you accept it or not. And honestly, and at the end of the day, the facts, the proof, the evidence are there for us to see. Those emails, the emails from March 19th from Albert, and then you come back 2 months later with this, hey, leave of absence for hostile work environment. Nothing was ever said about it before, but only the Albert. Suspect is suspect, especially when the commissioners are part-time. So you guys have a great and wonderful evening. Again, if I lied, please provide me credible information, and I will gladly come back on. And hey, stay blessed, be blessed, deal with facts, and don't let your emotions rule you. You guys be blessed. Talk to you later.